Hi, I'm Kathy Dodson.
And I'm Jocelyn Lindsay. Welcome to another episode of 5 Minute Indie Insights, publishing tips and tricks in mostly 5 minutes because your laptop's battery life demands efficiency.
That's a good one. So this is a neat one. We're going to take one of our favorite tools, Publisher Rocket, but to keep it in 5 minutes, we're just going to talk about one little piece of Publisher Rocket today, and that's the competition analyzer.
Yeah, because
So
we
you
can
want to
spend.
talk a little bit about that?
Oh my God, I love this. I love this tool. I'm not gonna share it yet because I'll let you share it. But
Awesome.
I think Publisher Rocket is a fabulous way when you're starting to do or when you're in the middle of research, starting research, checking back on something, is to start looking at other books and other authors that are in your genre so that you can see what's going on.
Absolutely. And I am going to share my screen. Publisher
Yes,
Rocket has so many good tools.
we could be
Um,
here all day.
I know. Well, instead, we're just going to do them like one at a time.
Yeah.
But today we're going to talk about the competition analyzer. We've said time and time again, you really want to know your competition. This gives you data you can't really find anywhere else. So I always set this on Kindle only um, because that's really where I get most of my sales, not
Yeah.
paperbacks. So I happen to know that one of my comp authors is Lindy Walker for my mystery series. She has a couple of really good mystery series. So all you do is put that in there, hit enter, and it is going to come up with all kinds of amazing information.
Yep.
So here she is. This is something new she started with another author. This is the series I think is closest to mine, but she's got several other ones too. This is a different, this is Nichelle Clark instead of Faith McClellan. So this is the first Faith McClellan book. So how about this? Want to know what categories this book is in? Look at this. All I did was click a button. Literature fiction, women's fiction, police procedurals, women's sleuths, detective fiction. And then also look here, these are books, these are Kindle. So they look like the same categories, but they are not at all. They're separate categories. So the amazing thing here is that if I sell 720 books, that's how many it takes to get to number one. I believe that's in a day. To get to number 10, I need to sell 367 a day. Or here in the women's fiction crime, it's only 81. Um, this right here, this KU is really important. So in this category, 71% of the books are in Kindle Unlimited.
Mhm.
So that's also something you really want to know. If these authors are in Kindle Unlimited and getting the page reads, you probably want to consider that because that's a big part of your market share. Those readers who pay a monthly fee to Amazon and they get to read all of the books in Kindle Unlimited. So that tells you something very important about the market. So when you're looking at what three categories are you going to put in your book, it's good to know the competition and where they are. There's some other really great tools. So let's take this one and look at insights. So some of that is, the same sales number. But this over here, it says, hey, this category is relatively flat, 3% increase, but it ranks in the top 10% of all Amazon categories. Expect high competition, but also high profit.
Yeah, if you
So,
can break in, you can get high profit. But the trick of that is breaking in. You
yeah,
have to recognize that it's not just, hey, look, I get high profit.
right. And then they also point out things like, hey, the books in these categories have a high number of ratings. That means the books are well read, potentially more competitive, abnormally high review scores. So the expectation of quality for new books is likely high. Hey, just learn this stuff and then see related categories, same type of thing. Now, another thing you can do is click on keywords. And you get 7 keyword categories, but they're long. You can have long tail keywords. But make sure if you're going to go into this type of book that you have the word mystery in one of those keyword slots,
Yep.
that type of thing. Investigation, that's a good one. So just make sure that those words are in there. And that is pretty much this category's research and Publisher Rocket, but you can do it for as many books as you want. I mean, Publisher Rocket is great. So go into your top 100 books that in your category and look up a few of them and see if there's anyone doing anything, that's different or if the keywords change. But it's really an amazing tool. It's just right here at your fingertips.
Yeah, it's really amazing. And I know like Kathy and I, we both have spreadsheets where we track all of this. We're constantly looking to see what other authors are out there, what other authors are, what they're doing, what categories they're using, what keywords they're using, because that's like it's in your back pocket with Publisher Rocket. You want to know. You need, again, it's the data. And we keep talking about that. It's data, data, data.
Right. And there may be books that you haven't considered yet. So go, if you have a book that's published already, go to your Amazon book page and see if you can find the also bots
Yeah.
and look up a couple of those authors here. See if there's anything different. Are you missing something? But there is a lot of data at your fingertips. You need to make sure your categories and your keywords match your book because those feed directly into Amazon's algorithm. Those keywords also aren't just for the keyword piece of Amazon. You also want a lot, as many of those categories, as many of those words as you can put into your blurb or your title. All of those places where the algorithm pulls information from to show readers your book. That's how you get in front of the right readers.
Absolutely. So I'm sure we'll have more on Publisher Rocket in the future because it's such a fabulous tool. And give us a like, subscribe, leave a comment, ask us questions if you have any. We're here. We will tell you everything we can about everything we know. So take care, get back to writing. That's exactly what we need to go do now.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye.